we have made our way into the kitchen with our first guest, who is here to make her very festive poinsettia and holly Christmas cookies. Please welcome back to our home the creator of the very popular blog that I practically stalk, the Hutch Oven, Emily Hutchinson. Welcome back, Emily.
Thank you.
I love all of your stuff online. I get so lost in it. Those beautiful flower creations.
Oh my gosh, that like everything for me.
Oh,
Thank you.
Listen, it's everything for us to watch these. So we today are going to decorate your beautiful cookies. We're going to make poinsettias and some holly cookies. But before we get to decorating, we're going to talk about why your cookie is more special than most cookies.
Okay, so we have a brown sugar cookie here.
Did you hear
Delicious.
that, you guys?
It's a
Instead
brown
of just a sugar cookie, she's made a brown sugar cookie.
It's not a brown sugar cookie.
No,
it's a brown sugar cookie.
Yes.
Yes, oh my God, yes.
Yes.
An Ivy League education came in handy. I'm glad you got that.
With our buttercream frosting. And so I'm going to take you through how we make that over here.
Okay, so you have a signature buttercream frosting,
Yes.
which is salted butter and listen to Kim. With salted butter and shortening, which we have whipped together here, and then we're going to add our powdered sugar.
We're going to add our vanilla first.
Okay.
And then we're going to cream that for a second.
Okay.
And then I use the shortening because it crusts over, so you can stack them at like on a dessert table or like a birthday party.
Or gifts for teachers.
Or gifts. If you don't want to use the shortening, you can use all butter. It just won't stack.
Hold on, what does
Still
that mean?
delicious.
What does that mean?
So if you let it sit overnight, it will crust over like a really
Oh, so
thin
it'll become
crust.
hard, so you
That's
can
why-
actually put them
That's what the shortening does.
Yeah.
literally stack on top of one.
Yes, and it
Got
won't be hard. It will just crust over for you, so you can stack them. And
they're
then we're
stackable.
yes, and then we're
Okay.
going to unlock that. We're going to add our powdered sugar.
All right, a little bit
And-
at a time, or are you just going
well,
to pour it all in?
I kind of just pour it all in
fine, just
and
go
do
in
the
there,
old
Emily.
put the
towel
towel
over,
over
yep.
top trick.
There we go.
So we're going to do that. Oh,
Okay.
a little bit more.
A little bit more? Let's get her going. This is what I'll do.
And then we add our milk. And depending on where you live, how hot it is, you might want to add a little more milk or less milk. So it says 4 to 5 tablespoons. If you find that the first time you make it, it's too soft, do 3 tablespoons. You can always add more in. So So then we're
But
going
we don't have to stop it. Just pour it in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Just keep going.
Okay.
There you go.
So we're just going to add our milk, and you're going to whip this for about a minute or two with the shortening in there. You don't want to over whip it because it will become grainy.
Okay,
So
and
you
it's
want
coming together pretty quickly. You
Yes.
can see. I don't even know if we need to have 2 or 3 minutes, really. Look at that.
And then you just want it nice and smooth, so we're going to stop there.
Okay.
And over here, I have
your
our
piping
buttercream already in our piping bags. So you have your coupler, and then you have your tips. So we're going to start with the poinsettia.
And I know you don't like to use liquid food
That's what I
coloring.
was
You
gonna
like the
ask.
gel food coloring.
You know I like the gel food coloring. It's the
good.
best.
More
because you-
intense, or because it doesn't
Yes,
water down?
because it doesn't water down it, and it doesn't get as like if you see your hand holding the bag and you can see it kind of warms up and gets grainy. Well, if you use the gel, it seems to be way better than that.
Right.
So what we're gonna do here, I already have 3 petals. We're gonna start with our tip. I think this is 366. But if you see how I have it held right here on our cookie with the beak facing down, I call it the beak. I don't know if
I like that. Go with the
but if you hold it like this, you guys, it's gonna come out differently.
Okay.
So you want it like this, and then you're gonna gently squeeze till the buttercream billows out right there, and then you're gonna slowly pull back as one petal, and then you're gonna go around your cookie.
I have to tell you, I've never seen anyone decorate a cookie better, and I've never tasted better Christmas cookies. Or icing. You make the best buttercream icing I've ever had.
Debbie,
It's
you guys.
true.
Okay, and then so we're gonna leave a little center because we're gonna put some smaller petals in the center.
Okay.
And we're gonna not squeeze as hard for the smaller petals. So we're just gonna give a little squeeze and do probably 5 or 6 petals. And if you see my hand underneath, I'm kind of steadying my piping tip so I can kind of guide it right there.
It's very calming.
And yeah.
Now tell me about this sort of candy cane looking icing over there. What is that about?
Okay, so I have 2 different icing colors in here. And so I do have a video on my Instagram, on my IGTV, I can't say it right, but it shows you how to put 2 different colors or in a piping bag.
And not have a mix.
And not have a mix until it comes out.
Okay.
So is that how you
So
got?
this-
Is that what the
Yeah,
beautiful
why does-
is?
So this is
Sorry,
where
I've
was
eaten
mine
most
too.
of it.
Yes.
Mine looked like that too a little while ago.
And then what we're gonna do on the top of here, Debbie, is we're gonna put some beautiful sugar pearls. You can use any color. You can use white, would be beautiful too. And then
Oh,
we're
but
gonna
the gold is so pretty.
Isn't the gold beautiful?
Oh my God.
And then we're gonna
Look at the cookie I made, you guys.
Oh, Deb, I mean,
Of course, Debbie.
you have.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna add the leaves.
Okay.
I love adding greenery to your flowers. It just makes
Sure.
it so pretty. So we're just gonna, it's a smaller tip, and I'll have the tips listed on the Home and Family website so we can see which ones we use, but we're just gonna gently squeeze right in there.
Now, as you're doing that, do your kids love to come in the kitchen and help you out with some of these?
Yes,
Do
my
they-
kids are.
You want me to finish this? Is that what you made this? You want me to do that?
Yes,
You-
There's a look of panic on
Yeah, I know.
Yes. I did.
I would love for you to put some petals on the flower.
Oh, I was so bad at art class.
No, she's got
Okay.
this. Okay, so you're gonna
Wait.
put this up here and you're gonna gently squeeze.
Okay, is that the right way I'm
so
holding
you're
it?
gonna
Is
hold
beak
it
down?
right here.
Beak down.
And you're gonna gently.
Beak down, Deb.
Got the
There,
terminology.
perfect.
Oh my
And then all
God.
the way around.
Guess who's going in the DIY department right after this?
What?
That's a good job.
Debbie!
Amazing.
Oh, perfect. Totally
So
perfect.
I know your 17-year-old daughter really loves this.
Oh my gosh, she loves it. So I'm gonna circle back to Cameron's
Sure.
word about my kids. My kids, they're my biggest support, my
Yes.
biggest fans, and they love the cookies. They're, you know, we do the traditions every year. We do the Christmas stuff we do every year, and sort of around the holidays. The cookies are something that they're never eye rolling about. It's always, we're doing cookies, we're doing cookies.
Yeah.
So
That's a good sign.
Wow, no eye roll.
Sign. It's not an obligation.
Yes.
It's like, oh, we
All
get to
right.
do this with mom.
Now this one's got to be easier. The
Okay.
holly cookie.
and
I
now
think I
we're
might be
gonna
able to
do the holly.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do with this, we're gonna use a different tip. It's a tip 5.
Okay.
And we're gonna have our piping bag tilted a little bit. We're not gonna do straight up and down because then it will smash the buttercream.
Okay.
So we're gonna outline our holly right here, and we're not gonna go to the very edge because we wanna be able to turn our cookie, and we wanna see that beautiful brown sugar cookie under there. And then we're gonna fill it in all the way down.
And you
You
go
just
sideways when you do that, huh?
Yes, sideways, and you just keep piping all the way down. And then we're gonna do one stripe down the center for the vein of the holly. And then we're gonna do the holly berries. So you have our holly berry tip.
Okay.
So if you do,
What do I do?
We're gonna squeeze and release 3
On top,
berries.
just like this?
Yes, perfect, yes.
Does Debbie
Yes.
have the
Look at
beak
you
down?
go,
Perfect.
Debbie!
Oh my God.
Yes,
Debbie.
Do you want me to work in your kitchen?
yes,
I mean, I
please.
think I could do this.
Please,
Debbie.
perfect, it's perfect.
so good. Now wait till you take a bite out of it.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
you're
it tastes
gonna be
really
scared.
good.
I just,
So
I'm now, do you want to,
delicious.
there you go. You do that and I'll eat this
So
one.
delicious.
And so what I also would be fun to show if I can show
Let's
you
do
how
it.
to do
Okay.
if I can show you how to do the ones with the 2 different colors. So we're gonna squeeze all the way around our cookie.
So good.
These are so
This is like
good.
speed version and
I
still
know.
looks
Well,
because-
just as good.
But you
it looks
should- and if-
just as great. Look
Right,
at
she
that.
was
look,
doing
and
it
you see the
slow for
color
me.
coming
She's
out.
really, you should see how fast she does it on her Instagram. She does it slow for, you know.
Look how beautiful that
It's so
little
I
white
can learn.
edging
It's
is.
just practice, you guys. It's just practice.
Well-
But I do have some videos that your kids can do, and your kids can rock these cookies.
Thank you so much.
And anyone can
These are
eat them, whether you can make them or
delicious.
not. They're that good. They're so good.
Your teeth are entirely green.
It's
Entirely green.
I know too. That is the best.
Come on back, everybody.
Don't worry, we'll get Debbie's teeth whitened up here in a little bit. For the full recipe, visit hallmarkchannel.com, and you can connect with Emily on her website as well. That was absolutely fantastic.